We back then. We back then. We back at it. How is everybody, man? Don't hesitate to click likes. What's going on? Let me make sure. I got that chat on. Chats chick chick. Chats check. Chats check on and perfecto. Yo, don't hesitate to chat in or click that like. Either way. Make your voice heard. Like it on the way in if you like it on the way out if you don't. That's your one vote. It's free enough for you. If you can figure that out. You can figure that out. Cheers, cheers. How you doing? Coming back around, coming back around. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Click that like on the way in if you like it on the way out. If not, hey, Tristan. I gotta go get my cuticle cutter again, man. I got like calluses to cut. Nasty. Not much. I was just waiting on Tristan. I put some money in there. What's going on, Squirmy? How you doing, man? Hey, kids. How you going? Good, good. How you doing, Senate man? I watched your video, quite obviously. It looks good, man. Looks like good sauce. So you don't know about curry and Indian food, huh? I mean, yeah, it'll taste smoky and like that. Like they got sumac and they got, sort of like all those like whatever you want to call them, like aromatics. Yeah, you never had curry, yeah. So there's a curry leaf, right? But that's not really what curry is. Curry is more of a mix of spices. So, like coriander, you've definitely had coriander. Actually, you've had curry because it was in my pepper sauce. Actually, sent it. There was curry in my pepper gas for sure. And I heavily use coriander. But yeah, curry is like a mix of like 5 to 7 spices or so. You know what I mean? Kind of like when you go into Popeyes and they're like, we got that secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. And then they got all those jars out. So they kind of try to tell on themselves a little bit too. Something like that. There's different kinds of curry too, man. There's different colors and stuff. There's green curries and there's yellow kormas and there's masalas that are very deep red. So a curry is really a dish. Like a lamb curry is when I cook down the lamb and I put it in with like oil and tomatoes and all the seasoning. That's a lamb curry. But if I did it with mangoes, it would be a mango curry. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Stoner's in the house. How you doing, Stoner? I watched you this morning, man. That was interesting. I was out. Yeah, I got this. They didn't want to give me pain pills. That's okay, Stoner, but they gave me a sling so I can just like kind of heal myself a little. So I'm outside. I'm watching you, you know. And then you were like, "Hey, if I'm up here long enough, people come in." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah. I actually been in, but I'm watching you like with my phone right here." So I was only clicking likes. How you doing, Stoner? How's it going, man? Back in Florida, man. I know that. I know it's been a while. I saw a couple people ask you. Stoner's back in Florida, man. Rebuilding, rebuilding. Cheers to you. Don't lose contact with me, brother. My phone didn't change. If yours did, just send me a text. So I'm around, man. Thanks for the support, bro. But yeah, I was out there watching you today for a couple hours, man. They're trying to show them how to do a little bit of sampling and shit. It's pretty funny. They got them on half speed. Half speed. Uh oh, now he went. Yep, he started doing them quarter notes there, at least. Right on, dude. I get you. I get you. Yeah, hang on, man. Hang on and hang strong. We'll be here in the end, right? We'll be here. Hang on and hang strong. Hey, how's Vibrant doing, man? How's Vibrant doing? I don't know if you guys have paneled up recently, but haven't seen him in a while, and I never expect him to answer me. I guess I'm gonna roll one up, man. See what we got. Oh, Stoner, the bag's empty. Oh shit. The bag's empty, man. That's all right. That's all right. I got plenty of trim. Plenty of trim in this forest. So I'm gonna roll one up real quick. Cheers to everyone. Please click those likes, man. Here we go. Right on, right on. Yep, here we go. Rolled it up, man. Cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to. He's also playing those video games. A lot of time is spent over there. It's hard to wrangle people away from their games, man. That's the truth. Even if you want them to do more or whatever, it's hard to wrangle them away from their games. Everybody asks you, Senate, when they come in, what games you play and stuff like that. So it's just the norm. It's the norm. Cheers, y'all. Yeah, man, I gotta figure some shit out, man. I gotta figure some shit out. Straighten this situation up. But that's all right. Look, my sons, they got some job interviews today, so they should be getting into jobs soon, I think. You know what I mean? They will. Then we'll have a little bit of cash flow to work from, and we'll work from there. We gotta crawl, man. We can't jump, and we can't do anything big. We gotta crawl, crawl, crawl. Uh-oh, man. My son said he would give me a 40, but if he doesn't do it soon, I guess we're going for a walk. Huh? We're gonna go for a walk, man. Which is okay. Let me get my shoes on. We'll go for a walk. Yeah, we might be taking a walk in a minute here. It's hot, or I mean, it's not even that it's that hot, but yeah, I don't know. Too much for me right now. I got a lot on my mind. When I throw brain power, man, I sweat anyway, and I was playing a little bit on the way in, and playing makes me think in a different way. Throw a lot of sweat. What's up? Thank you. See you soon. He's gonna go get my 40, man. So that's cool. That's really cool, actually. Thankfully. Oh, dude, I know, dude. We never, yeah, dude. Of course, Senate. Oh my gosh. We've had the dumbest arguments about that dang thing, about that little water hole that should be outside, Senate. The water closet should be outside, Senate. That's the problem that we're running into here. And then you let kids that don't know and they don't have any experience, they just play with it. So you got like my son sitting in the bathtub with the shower on, just being like, "Oh, like I'm playing submarine or whatever." Da, da, da. Nah, it's a menace, bro. That's why they say people die in the bathroom, Senate. Between that and the electricity, they put in the ground fault interrupters, but between that and the electricity and the slick floors, yo. And by the way, hey, let me ask you a question, Senate. When you open your bathroom door, does it open in or out? So if some dummy is like passed out and in front of the door, it opens in. You can't get in there to save their stupid ass. They won't even open it out into the hallway, bro. Yeah, they won't even open it. So if some dummy falls in front of your door, you can't even save him. He's in the way. Why do all doors open in? That's fucking dumb. When you're dealing with people that make mistakes and screw up, you got to get in the room, bro. And if they fucking fall in front of the door, you can't. Imagine somebody getting stuck in a closet, like maybe the shit falls off the shelves or something in the closet, right? You can't save them. Everything will be in the way. You can't save them. What's going on, Bud Files? How you doing, man? There should be a mix of in and outdoors. You know what I'm saying? There should be a mix. At least that'll minimize the danger, man. But I know you're not happy about it because they just play around in there. It's like a fucking water park. What's going on, Poppy Carl? How you doing this evening, sir? It's getting a little later there in Tejas. Cheers, brother. Did you stick to quitting drinking, Poppy? You say you were gonna quit drinking, man. Bud Files, I hope you and your family are doing well, man. Say hello to them for me, sir. Don't hesitate to click the like over here. Thanks for coming through. That's cool, Poppy. That's good, man. You don't even think about it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, then I'm sorry to bring it up. I'm sorry to bring it up. What's up, daughter? How you doing? If you do, maybe start back with those white claws. They're real light and, you just dealt with a cruel summer. I guess you're not going into spirit anymore, huh? Yeah, yeah. Poppy's your mentality is too strong for this, right? Your mentality is too strong. You're right. You're right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, long term, it's not going to work out for you anyway. Maybe you would have done the spirit store, but does it really make sense for you to be in a Spencer for the rest of your life? You know what I mean? Like, not really. Oh, you're walking around and feeling better. That's good, man. Yeah, with less weight on you, with less alcohol and stuff in your system. It's good for you, man. Alcohol always is a bit of a metered toxin, right? So if you can just get it out of your life, it's better. Yeah, yeah. Well, Poppy, when I had pneumonia, all I thought was my voice was hoarse. That's it. So who knows? You could have been walking around with a flu or anything, man. Like flus are the ones where you don't have a cough, right? So that's really kind of you never know. You know what I mean? Because most people that smoke weed have a cough, occasionally anyway. So they can't really tell. You know what I'm saying? So they can walk around with something, and yeah, that sucks, bro. That sucks. Take care of yourself and get checked out. Like I said today, they didn't give me a single pain pill, but giving me a sling, sure. I wouldn't have figured that shit out, actually. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry that I'm that dumb, but I wouldn't have figured that shit out. It's helpful so far. I'm not calling it a miracle, and I'm about to have some aspirin. I think I should have some aspirin. Yeah, you could have been walking around with something, man. I didn't have pneumonia. I mean, I didn't know I had pneumonia. I did, but I showed up for blood work, right? So that'll tell you something there. I ignored it. I ignored it. And now, ooh, I'm not even so hurt because I'm switching to battle mode and in my way. And the fucking, makes no excuses. The wielder makes no excuses. Might get real impersonal again. Yo, I'll be back in 3 minutes, man. Hopefully my beer will be here, but I'll be right back. Cheers, Crumbawig. I'm sorry for the non-attendance. Boo. He's had that sore throat for a month. Yeah, you could be walking around with anything, man. Cheers, guys. How you doing? I put my ad out in your club scene, in your fetish scene, polyamory, slaughter factory. Bring them all to me, inbound, inbound now. Something like that. I'm working on some hooks. We're working on some hooks because Jimmy's gonna have to recover. So he's gonna have to record. Cheers, everybody. My son's bringing me a 40, I believe. I got a sling at the place today instead of a pill, which is cool because it works. You know, you take the pressure off. Before I go to bed, I'll have to wear this for straight up 4 hours. You know, keep the hand up high, just relax. So that's good. It's good because I'm sure if I put in that whole time, everything will be fine. It's all slung out. You know, it's all good. Take the pressure off of here and here and relax. How you doing, Angie? Cheers, Angie. In call only. Polyamory, slaughter factory, in call only. I put the ad out in your magazine, in your fetish scene, in your club scene. Polyamory, slaughter factory, inbound only. Let's go. I will be good soon. Thank you. We'll be all good. I'm just writing some hooks for him. Yeah, we're doing good anyway. Oh, I am gonna take some aspirin though. That is a real thing. That is a real thing. Because this thing I have to do later. I will. I will. I'll get some sleep, bro. Do I look like it? Do I look like I need it? Stop drinking, going to sleep is a pain. Oh, for sure. Yeah, when you stop drinking, it's hard, huh? Yeah, your brain keeps going. Yeah, there's no what is it called, suppressant in it. There's no suppressant to slow you down, so it's bad for I don't know 10 days probably, right? 8 to 10. Yeah. Same, people have very vivid dreams and stuff when they get off of weed. Like that edge it's back on. The edge that it takes off is back on. So they'll have a good 4 or 5 days of vivid dreams and stuff. That's all real. It's all real. It's not the worst thing in the world, but got to do it. Hey, thank you. And the change part you can just put in there. Thank you. Your dreams have been insane, huh? Yeah. Yeah. What, you sleep, you mean to stay there or something? Or just because you can't get out? You don't know you're dreaming, maybe. Like you can't figure out you're dreaming and get out. Yeah, it's too much, huh? You do? Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure if I do, you know? I guess I do, but I don't dream so much, I like, or I don't remember it much. There's places in my dream that seem to have their own consistencies as far as like mapping. Like you can go from one place to the other. And there's places that I've been that are like fleshed out in my dreams. There's places I've been in New Jersey and Pennsylvania and stuff, and I've only been and scratched the surface, and there's more, and I know there's more. My mind will write the rest. so I can kind of like keep walking. And it's like, yo, yeah, yeah, yeah. There used to be like a pharmacist, chemist here, and there's a pizza place here, and then there's a gyro place, like a gyro place, right? But I don't know the gyro place. It just showed up because it should be there. And then you keep going, and there's an arcade, that should be there. And then there's this book room actually over there. And then sometimes then people do readings down in this common area because it makes sense. And then there's the underground area where they're basically like hooded monks that always chant and chant, and they're trying to do something. You know what I mean? From the underground right there. And then when you walk out, it's kind of like Kensington with the overpass and shit like that on the, oh, I don't know. I can't remember that street anymore. But yeah, like right there with the overpass. And then when you walk past that, there's like these suburbs, but they're like faux suburbs. But I mean, like the map is like, the consistent map of the memorable dreams is there. It's really weird. Sometimes I shift to a different area, almost like in the Legend of Zelda when you go down a certain staircase and you go just to wait, you jump way over on the map. But once you get up there, it's consistent again. See, Zelda probably programmed a lot of that into me too. Because being dyslexic, it helped me with directions. I threw away the map and shit, but it helped me with directions in that, I mean, two screens up, one over, one screen up. You know what I mean? Like that stuff started to register in my mind, and I could use that on the street map and stuff. So, I mean, dyslexia is like that sometimes, especially when like my wife, she's dyslexic and left-handed. That's kind of bad, but I'm dyslexic and ambidextrous, and I can read upside down, and you know what I mean, like all that kind of weird shit. Because nothing means anything to me in left and right orientation. Things don't mean anything to me in orientation. I can't do this trick, right? They're like, which one's the L, which one's the seven, and I'm like, dude, I can't tell. They're just floating, I can't tell. Can't do that. So I do this because these fingers, they always like click together. So I'm like, that's my left. Every morning I say, oh, that's my left. I don't know otherwise. I wake up every morning ignorant to the fact that there's a left and right, and there's a back and front, really. I'm ignorant to it. So I have to cope and make things up in my head. Like when you drive, I think about the back two wheels. You know what I mean? Instead of the front two wheels, which are the driving wheels, I think of the drifting wheels. I'm like, I don't want to smack that or smack that. I think like a lizard with its tail or something, you see? So I have to rewrite that shit to something that makes sense to a dyslexic mind. And that's cool because if you read something over here and you write it down over here, man, you're really going to have a lot of perspective on that thing. You just read it and then you wrote it down, and writing it makes you think about it three times because while you're writing it, you're also verifying what you're writing. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's what I wrote. I wrote what I wanted to write. You think about it three times, you get smart. You get smart quick. Sharp, you get sharp quick on your preference. Anyways, I'm gonna take this off because I don't need it quite yet, but I'll need it soon. But I'm gonna take it off. It is a very good tool that I wouldn't have thought of because it takes all the pressure off of here and all of it off of here. I never would have thought of it. Let's see, do I still have? Yeah, I still have bruising. You see, still have bruising, right? But it ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. I should take, like I said, a couple of aspirins to keep swelling down. So wherever I put those, I will. Let's go. Oh, see that range of motion? It's pretty awesome, man. It's pretty awesome. And that battle notion increases that range of motion because a wielder makes no excuses. A wielder just goes. And I'm getting there, man. I'm getting to my wielding stage. I'm getting to battle ready. And I will not put it down. I will not put it down. It's duty. I don't question duty. Do you question duty? Let's see if I can find the master. Oh, shit. Here we go. That's aspirin. I could take 3 or 4, right? I'm just going to take 3. These aren't like Tylenol where your liver gets effed up right away, right? So an adult of my huge size can take 3 little aspirins, I think. Cheers. Aspirin's in. Cheers. Liquid first. Liquid first. I'm not going to talk about it, man. I'm going to go over to Jimmy's and we're going to write about it. I'm not going to talk about it. We're going to write about it. I'm going to blow it all the way out again. He lost his mom. I lost my mom last year. But he doesn't think his sisters are going to bother him about his home and his situation. Cool. We'll be good then.